Hello, hello, ladies and gentlemen of the internet. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to UKSG. Let's get a little 5x5 from people hanging out for the graveyard shift. It is lovely to be with you as ever. Yes, we're going to get right into our next run here, which is the Simpsons hit and run being run by the ever delightful Falco. Take it away.
Hello chat, hello UKSG, hello ESA, how are you all doing? Sorry, that's exactly what I like to hear, it's 3 AM. I should have been doing this run an hour ago, but wee woo. Anyway, Seasoner, introduce yourself. Oh, before, introduce yourself, actually.
The purposes of consistency, I shall introduce myself with bonsoir. My name is Seasoner. I run this, like, I don't know, 6 weeks of every year. And then I go into my retirement until the next 6 months. 6 weeks of the next year.
We're coming up to that 6 weeks.
Oh, yeah.
Very excited for that. Now, this is ASM New Game Plus, which means we can do these missions in any order we like. I have made a lovely little list for Seasoner to read out to me for where we need to go and how many times we need to go left or right in the phone booth because we're playing in French.
Yeah, so I am holding a pen and there is paper in front of me, but don't worry, I'm not writing an essay in the middle of the speedrun.
No, the exam room's in the other one. No one will get that and I don't care. Now, I am ready to go to mission 5-3. Would it say I need to? Yeah. Alright, we are going to be starting in 3, 2, 1, oh.
Bonne chance.
Now, the reason we start off with this mission is
because it's... what am I allowed to say?
I don't know, ask Prozac.
It's because it's shit. I thought you said I could. Sorry. It's inconsistent, and that's putting it very lightly. There was swearing in the other one. I thought I was allowed. I apologize. Yeah, this is a strat that most of the time just does not work.
And it's already failed on me.
Yep. And the worst part about this category is, when you fail, you have to do a massive amount of setup again because of how this game, when it just functions in a weird way. Or this specific category functions weirdly because you don't do the missions in order. You used to, but you don't anymore because it's faster. I mean, I'm old.
I'm having problems controlling the hearse. I think one of my buttons is broken. No, it's probably just because this hearse is like.
I mean, it's also Shah, so the controller's broken. No, this game is just broken on a very fundamental level.
I'm already getting hit and run. This is a time.
Uh-oh.
Hello.
Oh no.
Okay. I know what's happened.
Is there? I don't know. Find out. Is it like a secondary? Like joystick key on as well? I mean, you can't check that without tabbing out.
And
we did try and make sure this worked before the run started. We promise.
All right. I didn't have the reverse button binded. I'm so glad I put the estimate to what it was, to 140, because anything can happen in this game. It's Simpsons hit and run. Anyway, that's one of the worst missions out of the way.
And now you've not got a get out of car button.
I'm sure I do.
No, you don't.
Yep.
Because that's exit. Sortier is exit.
I accidentally unbinded it. Oops. I'm gonna kick Dr. Hibbert because this mission's terrible. Now 257, where I don't have to.
No, because this is forced car, even in New Game Plus.
Monsieur Bart. It's still a terrible mission though, because, well, yeah, reasons. It is terrible. The Curator is a very annoying card to destroy. Casually, it is very annoying to destroy in a speed run.
Yeah, I mean, when, I mean, in categories where you have to start at the beginning and go all the way to the end in the normal order, this level in particular is just a massive run killer in basically all categories.
5-3 and 5-7 are notorious run
5-6
killers.
is also pretty rough.
Yeah, but it's compared to these two missions, this is fine. This is one of the best curators I've had in like a while. And also, we need to get this cutscene skip out of the way.
Oh yeah.
Yay! We saved like absolutely no time because we could skip that cutscene anyway. In any other time,
to the right place.
In any other time, we could not skip. Any other time, we cannot skip that cutscene.
Now we just do the. We actually just do these in order.
Oh yeah. By the way, we're still in the horror game block. I'm not sure if you've all realised that by now. We're doing the end game now. I'm going to take Flan's medkit and kick him. Because I feel like it. Also because I don't like Ned Flanders too much. There are some people who take the open wheel race car. We'll be seeing that a lot in this category. But yeah, 70s is. Did I just clip through that?
Yes, you did.
On 80 FPS. Okay, sure. No, talk to Mo.
Oh no.
And yes, I did kick Mo. Thank you, Spooky Greg. I really appreciated you running into me like that.
I don't know how close 70s and open wheel are in French, but in English, I can understand why you wouldn't want to use it in English because it's a massive scroll from numerical, which is going to 7, all the way to O. It's a massive scroll, and it doesn't save that much. It's not that fast. Wee woo.
Wee woo. All right, how many times do I need to go somewhere in the phone booth?
You go right twice, I think.
Zombie Mobile.
Okay, so I have read that correctly.
We need the Zombie Mobile for this mission, Incognito.
Need some kind of zombie car.
It runs on human brains. Slight drawback. This is a bit of a sleeper mission because I'm not going to do the out of bounds that all the high level runners do. So Prozac, if there's anything you'd like to say, let's hear it.
Absolutely, I can do so. Thank you very much. I would like to just give a quick shout out to Crisis. They are a national charity for people experiencing homelessness. And at Crisis, they work side by side with thousands of people each year. They find out ways out of homelessness. They operate 9 skylights in Birmingham, Brent, Croydon, Edinburgh, London, Merseyside, Newcastle, Oxford and South Wales. At these facilities, they provide practical one-to-one support to prevent and end homelessness by taking a housing-led approach, supporting access to benefits, healthcare services and employment opportunities. Their main aim is to relieve a huge pressure of homelessness by helping people find safe and affordable homes as quickly as possible. Anyone who contacts their services gets a response from the engagement and assessment team based at the relevant skylight. If Crisis is the best place to help, the member will be allocated a crisis-led worker who they will have a consistent relationship with and who will support the member out of homelessness for good. They also work with landlords to secure a supply of affordable homes for their members. It is a brilliant cause, and thank you very much for everything they're doing, and to all of you generous patrons at home who have decided so far to support our event. And everyone who's thinking about it, everyone who's just at home watching along, we love to have you here, bumping up the numbers. It's all appreciated. Back to the run.
And thank you for that, Prozac. And now I'm attempting something called Out of Bounds. I can't remember what it's called. Caesar, do you remember what it's called?
No, because I call it out of bounds too.
Never mind. Either way, it involves bumping into that door there with the hover car, because the hover car is one of those cars that can do that, and just reversing up the wall, and you drive all the way to the school. Bish bash bosh. You saves about what? A minute?
Oh yeah, because not only you've got this time save, you've got all the rest of it.
Right. And what's next on my little piece of paper? Left 2 and left 1 and then left 2. I think I know what that means. It means I have to mission warp to this.
Ah. You're warping.
I am warping. In ASM, I wouldn't do that.
Oh.
Instead, what I'm going to do is, because I have the open wheel unlocked, I'm just going to do something really that's actually cooler and faster and doable in this category. What I'm going to do is I'm going to line myself up here badly, and then I'm going to reverse up that piece of wreckage there.
Put that thing down, flip it, and reverse it.
Yep. This is really scuffed. This should not work, but then again, Hit and Run is a very, very well put together game. Blame Radical.
Those aren't quite the words I'd use.
Well, what words would you use?
Well, they wouldn't include the sentence "very well put together."
Alright. Since I didn't make it over the moat, I'm just going to do a bit of a backup that involves doing that. Yeah, see? I'm over the moat now. And then I go all the way back to the power plant and reset the car back onto the road. Bish, bash, bosh. I kind of lost my cue there, but that's fine. Yes, Homer. And then left 2 to get the clown car, because I'll be using that to get our bounds again. I'll be doing the same thing with... I just realised something. That's my car. I'm using my own car for this next mission. Get it? Because I'm the clown. Entry of the gladiators intensifies. Yeah, Homer does not sound very healthy here. Now, next big question. Do I kick Mr. Burns down the trapdoors? That's a yes. So I'm going to do that.
Yeah, the crowd consensus definitely does seem to be we.
Mr. Burns is now down the trapdoors. I did it for the fans. I don't care if it's not fast. Because now I've got to escape. I'm going to grab his waist. And then I'm going to leave. Bye-bye. If I could mash the horn button this fast, imagine what time I could get when in my next Sims 1 attempt.
Imagine if you could bind the horn to like the scroll of the mouse wheel.
I know Bacon Man does that.
I regret bringing it up now.
Anyway, that's the first part done. Now...
And you avoid traffic RNG with this strat.
Yeah, you do. Imagine if it was faster to do the Marge races in ASM.
Oh, because that's where you get that.
Yeah.
Oh. Why would you want to... The car fumes are making me dizzy. Ugh. Or whatever that voice line is in French. That probably sounds awful. I can't imagine Milhouse has a great French voice.
You'll hear Milhouse's French voice later, I'm sure. Now we need to go back inbounds to activate this alien car. And I'm going to attempt something that's actually probably the most difficult strat for me. So, quiet the audience. As I can never... Oh no, never mind, the alien car followed. I'm not going to be able to do it. Oh well. I could have sworn though. I did everything right to lose that alien car, and I've lost 2 minutes because it decided to follow me.
It's not 60, but you can still do bridge clip if you really wanted to.
I don't trust myself. Yeah, I agree, Snake. I don't trust myself with doing bridge clip on 80.
I mean, I did for a while, and I would try it, but I don't want to use your control scheme because it's... I saw you set it up, and it looks pretty rancid.
What is this? The Roast Falco Hour? Oh wait, that's just like every stream I'm involved in.
Okay, I'll clarify. It's a very unoptimized, what I would consider an unoptimized driving setup with the buttons for how I would traditionally play driving games.
Fair enough.
I'll say that.
All right, that's fair. I won't knock you on that. Snake has a very good French voice. I'll give him that. You know who has the best French voice? Smithers. I can't wait to hear him later, honestly. Whose French voice are you excited for?
Oh, I don't actually. I think the only one I know is Marge, but we don't really hear it in this category.
Yes, we do.
Well, not the bit that we really want to hear.
Oh, Omi, you're so sexy when you're paranoid.
That one.
Yeah. So, for anyone who's familiar with how English language Marge sounds, imagine if she instead was like a 40-a-day smoker. That's roughly the kind of voice that she has in the French version of this game.
Marge's French VA shares the same. Marge's French voice shares the same VA as the person who voiced Hotel Mario.
What, in French or in English?
Yes.
Wait, are you? So French Marge is French Marge Charles Martinet?
No, Hotel Mario. He wasn't voiced by Charles Martinet in that one. He was voiced by someone else who smokes 40 a day. Imagine...
Am I being really silly? Am I supposed to know who this person is?
No, because I've forgotten it. Because I've forgotten who voiced him in that game as well. For the CDI, the Philips CDI.
Oh god, the one with the awful Zelda games.
Yep. That one. My boy. I just destroyed that person. She went flying. Now I'm probably going to reset the hit and run meter as I make my way back to the playground because it's kind of looking a little scary and the alien car's kind of catching up, but that's fine. Huh? Okay. Oh.
Yeah, something I actually learned by accident is that what Falco's about to do, gets out the car, resets the hit and run meter. This doesn't work if you've used the rocket jeep for any of the previous missions. For example, if you're doing rewards rando, and you, for example, do 7-1 in rocket jeep, and you do all of Homeworld 2 in a single go, you don't get that.
It's incredible. What a broken vehicle.
Yeah.
What a broken...
And also, despite the fact that this is a collectible, it gives you hit and run. So if you're right at the top of the meter, you run into the waste and you get hit and run and the police show up. Because it's a physical object, which also means if you have hit and run whilst going up to the waste, the police hearses can come and push the waste out of bounds.
Yes, that used to be a strat for a while, but people actually hate that. Then Mole Man just showed off something that involves hitting the wall and then praying that your car does like a flip and you can drive up it. But that was disgustingly difficult to do, and only Mole Man and Bacon could do that, and someone else who went by the name of Mario Bug. And then Hamster discovered that you can get Jump Zone out of bounds before right at the start of the mission, so you can pretty much still do that anyway.
Yeah, look, I mean, we were almost in the red on the hit and run meter before we reset it, and we're now back in the red again. So that just shows how many things there are that you can run into.
That
and how many
count.
things Falco chose to run into. We warped to 4-2.
I unpaused.
Yes, you did.
Let's pretend that didn't happen. No, you didn't see anything. 4-2. Who's ready for French Marge? I heard we.
It's really bad.
We should have done an incentive where we watch all the cutscenes, where we watch the 1-5 and
Yeah,
4,
I mean, the
5
intro
cutscenes.
cutscene isn't that important, but yeah, the 1-5 and yeah, FBI and Wolves are great cutscenes. Just because Marge is hilarious in French, but hilarious in the I laugh at her voice because it's awful, rather than actually legitimately being humorous in any way.
It's the garbage truck. Oh, Clear's bumped into that one. The reason we do this in the canyon area is because, well, It's not.
It's
not.
the default.
It's also not really fast to run to a phone booth to grab something else, and you're pretty much
because this is a follow mission. You're locked at the speed of the vehicle you're following, and the vehicle you're currently following in this mission is locked to the speed. Or its speed is based around that of the Canyonero. So you could theoretically do this mission in a faster vehicle, but the truck that you're following would still drive at the same speed because it's not programmed to adjust to your vehicle speed. It's set on the vehicle that is currently being driven.
Cletus in this mission for some reason drives like he's in Mad Max. He also has a bad French voice.
Did he inhale some helium before we started?
Yep. He sure did.
Either that, or he he aged about 30 years.
Both. Yes to both. I can see the chat is loving French Marge. Come on, Cletus. Oh, Prozac, is there anything worth reading, by the way?
Oh, there absolutely is. I'm just enjoying listening to whatever that was. We have a fantastic $50 donation from AMT who says,
A Simpsons hidden run speedrun played smoothly? That's impossible! We must tell Super Nintendo Chalmers right away! Good luck for the French kicking Mr. Burns!
that was terrible. It's been a long day. My voice is gone. But that has gone towards all $50 of it towards Save or Kill the Animals. Saving the animals.
Woo!
So it's a big day for animal fans. I double check what that is currently sat at. Let me have a look.
Who booed at that? I heard that.
There was a boo, wasn't there? But that has absolutely put Save the Animals out or ahead in the lead. That is 185 versus 135. It's a big gap, but if you want to save the frames, you know what you must do. Back to the run.
I was saying boo earns. Yes, Cletus, I agree.
Move it! I'm missing wrestling.
I never really clicked. I never really clicked that that's what he actually said. I thought he said I'm messing wrestling. Maybe it's his. Marge said sussy. I heard that. Why did I think that was going to work? There is a chance that you can get a speed boost off that little bit of ledge there and just go through that wheel, but without needing to like pick up speed, because the Cletus truck is actually the worst vehicle in the game. I would argue it's worse than the monorail because this you actually have to use, whereas the monorail
multiple times.
Whereas the monorail you don't. It's completely optional. Yes, Marge, I agree.
Whatever you say.
And this will not go over the TIE fire jump, so I'm just going to reset the car just to be safe. Go through this shortcut, turn right. And how many times do I need to go into the phone booth to get to the open wheel?
Apparently it's 12.
Yeah, that sounds about...
Oh, 12.
That sounds about right. 2, 4, 4. I love French Marge. She's so bad.
It's not the power glove.
I just got that reference. They should remake The Wiz, but with this game. The Wizard. Now, Wolf Stole My Pills has one of the best songs in the game. Would you agree?
It's one of the better ones. I think if I was actually to like pick a favorite, it would probably be either Hellfish or 6B.
6B's got a pretty good song, but we didn't really hear most of it because I was focusing on getting out of bounds.
We also didn't do 6B yet.
We're not doing 6B.
I know. It's what, 7?
We did 7-4.
Yeah.
Oh yes, this there is a chance we can get a 2-cycle, but it's RNG. Everyone will tell you it is not RNG. Don't listen to them. They are dirty liars. They cannot be trusted. It is to do with like how close you are to the car or something, but I don't believe them. The car will 2-cycle if it absolutely wants to. So let's hope it doesn't. Go! I want you to move, Mr. Chase Sedan. Let you just run over a couple of people. And I... Oh, that lady went flying, and it's not a 2-cycle.
Okay, yeah, we're fine.
I told you all. The top runners take another massive L.
Have you ever been 2-cycled in 5-1 before?
I have during rewards randomizer.
Oh.
That was quite funny. That was the only time I've ever been 2-cycled in 5-1. I'm going to go this way because I had a nice little spin earlier. I'm going to talk to Grandpa. And he gave him his pills. He falls asleep, so we're going to go to the Quickie Mart
Buy some caffeine pills.
to wake him up. And then he's going to tell us about the crap circles, but unfortunately, because we've already seen the cutscene and it's fast to skip it now, we're not going to be hearing French Marge say crap circles.
Well, yeah, it's crop circles, but as a community, we love a good meme. Which is why we play this game.
This game is one of the biggest memes ever. And we say goodbye to French Marge for
3-5.
now, because we're going to 3-5. And I lost? No, I didn't lose anything. Now, French Lisa, is one of the better voices in the game.
At least, I mean, don't have that much familiarity with the French voices because, like most people, I play in English because I'm sensible. But that voice, it literally just did sound like the English voice actor for Lisa just read the lines in French. It sounds like the same person. Well, roughly the same person.
Hello, lamppost.
It's not as glaring of a difference than Marge was.
Oh, me.
Oh, Snake's having a time there. He's gonna go around. He's either going to drop the third item before the dam or after it.
Do you think this one's another trap where it's believed that if you're further back, it spawns earlier?
I think it is. I think it is another hoax that was started by several members of the community, and then everyone started believing it. Just like the alleged German crash, it was pretty much debunked because it's now the PAL crash, where there's a chance that if you're buying a required vehicle such as the school bus or the car built for Homer from, say, when you need them, 3-3, thank you. And it turns out that it happens if you're too far away from the buyer who you're buying it from in any language that isn't English. So people for the longest time speculated that it's exclusive to German for some reason. And this is not going to work. This is going to work because I said so. This is not going to work because I jinxed it. Give me the flat meat already. This works for some reason. Shut up, Cletus.
Would it have been faster to just restart at this point?
Probably, but I'm stubborn. We still got it. That was so scuffed, but it's whatever. Out of the way, fish fan. Not yet. Anyway, what's next after this?
It's 5-6 next.
Oh boy, the armored truck. Everyone loves the armored truck. That's a mission I struggled a lot on in my casual playthrough as a kid.
Yeah, which is why I'm very surprised it isn't right at the beginning. Because it's the first thing I do.
Argent Vassal. Or however it is.
What is this in English? I forgot.
Quick cash.
That's it. But Argent is silver, I think.
Silver.
Oh, probably because it's like quick silver instead of quick cash. I don't know. I don't know what facile is. I'm sure Argent is silver.
Yeah, gotta love localization.
Well, it's because in English, quite a lot of these are really dreadful puns. So they probably can't just translate the pun into the other languages. They've got to find equally as...
An equally bad pun.
Yeah, equally as loose pieces of wordplay.
Right. 2, 3. And of course I get this. For some reason. He might get stuck, but I'm gonna chance it. This is fine.
Yeah, it's going up. It should be alright.
So I can get him stuck there. I can leave him alone. So I'm just gonna make my merry way back to where we started the mission, and I'm going to wait just by the by a point before the
yeah, it's about
point where the
it's about here.
Yeah, around this area.
If you go any further than this, is it that the armor truck despawns?
The area the armor truck is in despawns.
Right.
And it gets free. So we can just get to Snake's hideout, run over to that pedestrian.
You mean Snake's charity place?
Yeah, sure. Okay. Escape Wiggum again. And he's not... It's an okay mission. And there's...
By all accounts, that was a pretty decent 5-6. I could have gone a lot worse. 5-1 next.
5-1. How many in the phone booth?
3.
Oh, hey. Limo.
Oh, we're doing this.
Yep, we're doing this. I'm showing it off. So...
Oh my god, I just got... Remember when Critch did this?
I remember he did it in the first Taskmaster season.
Oh my god, how on earth did he do that?
I don't know, but it's so sick. Basically, you get the limo through this bit of wall here, and I don't know why this works. It works with this car and the fire truck, and no other car in the game.
And he got patched in Reward Rando for a reason that not even the devs understand.
I know, it's so terrible. It saves a big long drive. The only big problem about this mission is that we're starting it in the limo. How many times for the open wheel?
10.
10 to the right.
Yes.
Oh boy. Alright. We're fine. This will be fine. As long as nothing bad happens. Okay.
What's the broken one?
The broken one, oh yeah, that's the clown car. Because we destroyed.
Oh, because you blew it up in 7.5.
Yep. We have no more use for the clown car anymore.
Its only use is to go boing.
Clown car go bouncy bouncy. Also, shout out
typically the clowns inside the car. They go bouncy bouncy.
Yeah, it's what
often with each other.
Thank goodness it's 3 o'clock in the morning. That ambulance is doing a spin. That distracted me a little bit.
It's past the watershed. We're fine, all right?
Yeah. Imagine if we got 2 cycled here in the marathon. That's not going to happen because I missed that.
I mean, you're in open world. It's not as if you can't catch up.
Ah, true. Come on. Give me entertainment. Ah, we're not going to get 2-cycled.
And this is why I don't like doing this mission when you're right up its, like when you're like properly tailgating it, because you just miss all the boxes. With how wide the cola truck is, the spawn box for where the things can drop is really wide. So if you're right behind it, there's a big chance you just miss it and you have to go back.
Also, the most annoying part about this mission is sometimes they can drop an item right inside a vehicle for some reason.
Yeah, and sometimes drop it pretty much inside the wall.
Because why the hell not? Oh, and Louis disappeared for some reason. This is a mission people like to clown on me for, so if there's anything worth reading out.
Absolutely, yes there is. So we have got, I'm absolutely blown away by the generosity here, another $25 here from Johnny Fortos. No message with it, but thank you very much all the same. That has also gone towards Save or Kill the Animals. Save the Animals!
Woo.
The lead gets even further, and since there was no message, let me give you a message of my own, which is... Okay, come on, we've got an audience, I've always wanted to do this. What do points mean?
Prizes!
Prizes!
Thank
yes,
you.
we've got prizes on offer. If you are going to put in
By
a
far.
minimum donation of $5, you will be in the running to get yourself some lovely merch. An Iron Brew A5 notebook and pen for $5, or a Rubicon Beach towel. If you bump that up to $10, then you'll be in the running for an Iron Brew polo shirt, the Cursor Monkey Island, if you're in the UK, unfortunately, and same for Galaxian mirror panels. And if you bump it all the way up to 25, then you'll be in the running for all of the above, as well as an Iron Brew Endura Women's large or small full zip road jersey, and a Rubicon full zip jersey in medium. There are prizes aplenty. Your chances, I reckon they're pretty good. And we do like Iron Brew here. If the sheer quantity that I have consumed over the last few days is anything to go by. With that, though, back to the run. Take it away.
Sticking on the theme of old game shows, instead of a notepad, it should have been a checkbook and pen.
So,
I apologize for anyone who doesn't understand that reference.
it doesn't matter if no one understands it. All that matters is that you're entertained by it.
I am a grandpa on the inside. Let me have this.
I want to try this out. Oh, okay, I got trolled. So there is a strat for this where you can push Wiggum up the shortcut, and that saves about 20 seconds. I believe that was discovered by Ellie, I want to say.
I didn't even know it existed.
Yeah, Ellie accidentally discovered that you can push Wiggum up into the shortcut. And
That's what I love about games like this, is that most of these strats are often found by accident.
isn't that most speedruns though?
No, yeah, but I mean, so sometimes it's like someone has the nub of an idea, and then lots of people like
Oh
try
my
it.
god, traffic!
Oh my god! Well, we get to try the push again.
Yeah, shout out
Yeah,
to-
but, yeah. Anyway, my point was, in some games, like a person has a nub of an idea, and then it gets expanded upon and expanded upon. But most of these is found by accident. What's the one in 2.5?
let me think.
It's what was it? It's called Gamden Jump, right?
Who?
Oh,
Yeah, I know what the one you're on about.
yeah. Oh my god! If you don't know that name, you really haven't been around as long as I thought you had. But yeah, that one was found entirely by accident, and by one of the, at the time, worst people to have ever played this game. At the time.
Yeah, we don't bring any shade to anyone here. Yet. Right, let's try this again. I know I shouldn't. I know the open wheel race car probably isn't the best car to be doing it in any way, but I'm going to try it. And if Wiggum's fast enough, I can. That's.
Please don't get hit and run, because
Yeah,
I'd kind of like you to not crash the game.
Yeah, okay, so getting hit and run in this mission, I'm not going to sugarcoat it, crashes the game.
Has the potential to.
Has a very high chance of crashing the game. Because, I don't know, I think the sirens are treated as billboards in this game, and if there are too many in the that are loaded, the game just can't handle it. Thanks, Radical. Very cool. Anyway, since we didn't have like 100 traffic cars in our way, we can talk to Snake again and do 5-5. I'm not going to try and pronounce that. Yes, Arpo. And I'm going to attempt Sam's turnaround. If this truck stops being stupid.
You're trying some open wheel?
It's doable in an open wheel.
Oh, I've gathered that by the fact you're trying to do it.
Yeah, I have done it before, but I think people used to do it in the hearse as well. I don't blame them. Because the garbage truck is just...
Yeah, but like how low open wheel is one of the reasons why I kind of actually don't like using it for... I think it's 6-4.
6.
I think that's right.
6-4 is the Duff truck.
Yeah, I don't like using it for that because I'm not good enough to get alongside it and push it into the taffy shop next to where Skinner is. And the one where you drive into it, like you push it into the little corner, like the sticky out bit.
What is happening?
Oh my god, are we gonna blow up the open wheel?
I can get it one hit and that'll be on one hit and that'll be fine. Oh,
I think that's one hit.
If it is,
No, I don't think it is.
Oh,
It's dark brown. It's not black.
oh, that's not good.
But you wanted to blow it up?
Kinda, because I don't know.
Oh, because you're switching before you.
Yeah, I'll be switching to the limo again. And that'll be the last time we'll be going out of bounds, I'm afraid. Unless...
Yeah, so
No.
I don't know if it's... So when you're driving a car, if you are driving a car at the end of a mission and you then mission warp, your car gets repaired.
For some reason.
Yeah, for some reason. But because we're switching from the open wheel to the limo for the end of this mission, the open wheel's not going to get repaired. So what he wants...
Oh, there's a wrench.
So what Falco was... There we go. So what Falco was thinking about doing was blowing up the open wheel so that the next time it's selected in the phone booth, it being destroyed means you pay a 10-coin penalty, but it gets repaired back to full health.
We love hit and runs vehicles. I was going to collect the card for a meme, but this save file already has them.
I assume for bonus game-based shenanigans?
Yep. Bonus game. One of the absolute worst category in this game. And I'll stand and I'll die on that horse. I'll die on that hill.
Oh, what? So bonus game is worse than, like, low percent?
I've not played low percent. And
No, neither have I. I don't even want to go there.
I will say, okay, bonus game is the worst category I've played. There we go. It's even worse than any percent. Any percent, you just skip the missions. Most of them. Tell you what, this out of bounds makes me sort of like NG+, and please slap me because I said I actually like NG+. This category is not good anymore.
The only thing about NG Plus is that, depending on some people, it doesn't have the breaks that the new game categories have.
No, it does
And
not.
for some people, that's better than beef.
Better than beef.
For some people, like not having those breaks is a bit of a turn off, even though this category is only like an hour and a half. Like, I'm sorry, but if you're doing an hour and a half category and you're like, oh, it's not got any breaks, then that's on you.
It does have breaks. It has the cutscenes that you can't skip. Perhaps circles and sexy footage.
Complaining about New Game Plus.
Oh yeah.
If you're complaining about New Game Plus because there aren't any breaks, but it's only an hour and a half category, like, girl.
I mean, yeah, everything's unlocked. Sorry.
I mean, granted, I started running hit and run because I was previously running a 6-hour game. But that wasn't because I was annoyed. I was annoyed at not having any breaks because it was a 6-hour run without any breaks. I was just annoyed it was 6 hours, and I don't often have 6 hours in my days.
That's fair, actually.
But going from a 6-hour game with no breaks to like a less than 2-hour game with 2 breaks, it's like, sorry.
One in the beginning, one in the middle.
I need to check myself before I start ranting about unnecessary things to hundreds of people who don't care.
Chat. I care.
My point is still valid.
I agree.
For once.
As someone who's done a run of like 6 hours, actually, well, that was a Sims 3 speed run. That's like plenty of time to get up, go to the bathroom, while your house gets robbed.
Yeah, I've done a 24-hour break with no 24-hour run with no breaks in a single sitting.
That's not a speed run.
No, and I wouldn't do it again. Despite however many times I want to say to myself, yeah, you should. No, I shouldn't. It was a bad idea.
How did I escape Apu?
Because
I wasn't even trying. Did he actually get like stuck for once in a blue moon? Good lord, that's why I hate that mission so much.
part 2 in order.
Part 2. Yay. Right to the level I did when I was doing what was it? The relay? That was a couple of years ago. Yeah, it was the relay. Our team won that one. Hey. Also, anyone who's got a jam emote, post it in the chat now. Sorry, Prozac, I'm doing your job.
Beef.
Beef jam. That could be your emote. You know what? Everyone just rock out. Get up. I don't care if it's like 3:52 in the morning. Rock out. Oop. Okay, I've not heard that voice line at all.
I think it's the one in English where he just shouts, no! But in French it sounds awful.
It does. I think more people should play this game in French. Just for... Right,
See, that was punishment for you suggesting we play this game in French. It was instant karma right there. Because see, there we go. See, this is the universe punishing you.
Get out the way, Chin Scratchy Truck. This game will punish you for anything, though. And Barney's over there. No problemo indeed. And oh god,
9.
to the right.
Faut que je me débarrasse de mon gras double. M'aider, si Bart Simpson demande transport immédiat.
Yes, Bart.
If you say so.
Now this is another follow mission. So Prozac, if there's, I mean, it's a follow mission that goes into a race, but it's a bit of a sleeper one. So, oh, actually no, wait. The next mission is a bit of a sleeper one. I'll just describe that one. So here is you just follow the big truck over here to the crusty limo.
And try to avoid getting yeeted into oblivion.
I want to show it off because it's funny. Oh, I didn't get to show it off. Never mind. Maybe next time. Next time we'll show it off. And you just race the crusty limo and get hit by the Thanos-mobile to the squid port before we get thrown off course. But
Watch where you're going, you. I think that's a quote.
yeah, I'm fried from this game. Honestly. Through the ring of fire, through the ring of ice, over the doggy do stick. And now we do the one mission that's allegedly a sleeper.
Oh, well, I mean, there was legitimately an idea once where you had to actively try to make this interesting.
Ah yes, that was a Season 2 task in Shara Taskmaster. But before we get on to that, Prozac, what's the word?
Yeah, we've
Well,
got a
you
lot
know
of not going on.
You know that the word is the bird. But aside from that, I've got an interesting little bit of news that's just cropped across me, thanks to the tech sat next to me. We are less than $100 away from hitting the big 2K.
You didn't just fail.
I did just fail.
I was
Well
reading
done.
Sam's chat and you failed. What are you doing?
So yes, with the generosity we have already shown with this run, I am so confident we're going to hit this in just the next few hours, and there's so much more marathon left to go. In the meantime, though, let me tell you that we are very thankful to not just our channel and our fans here on the UKSG channel, but also over on ESA, who we would like to thank for supporting this marathon. Besides providing their channel for streaming, they are sharing gear and technical assistance. ESA Summer 2024 is coming up on the 20th to the 27th of July, so tune in on the ESA channel on those days to check it out, and I'm sure they'll have some fantastic runs. Speaking of fantastic runs, though, tell us more about The Simpsons. In fact, I did see a message in chat earlier. What's everyone's favourite episodes of The Simpsons? Marge versus the Monorail for me. It's got the musical number.
Well, I'm going to go down the traditional path of what's your favourite blank in a marathon. I'm going to say Die Hard.
Best,
It is set at Simpsons.
best Simpsons episode. I'm going to say... my usual default answer is Deep Space Homer.
See, as far as the legitimate answer is concerned, I've watched a lot of the show, but I don't remember any of it.
It's the one where Homer goes to space because he's like being overshadowed by an inanimate carbon rod. Or something like that.
My favourite one is if I had to think of one that I can immediately remember, it's the one where the dude comes in and he's like, "Oh my God, Homer Simpson, you're so good at everything," and then he does it. Is it Frank Grimes, right?
Yeah, Frank Grimes.
I don't know the
Homer's
name of the episode, but that one, because it's
Ho-
one I can immediately remember.
Homer's enemy. That's the one. Change the channel, Marge.
Oh, bah, ils ont déjà perdu.
And then everyone laughs at Frank Grimes' funeral. A man who meant a whole lot of nothing to anyone in that town.
Professeur Frink.
Professor Fring, not to be confused with Gus Fring from Breaking Bad. I've been calling him Professor Fring for like the longest time, for like a good few months now. And I absolutely do not care.
Well, in that case, then you're fitting Homer's agenda, because in 7-3, talking to Frink, just says, "And we never knew his name."
Was it Professor Fring? The dude from Breaking Bad? I could have sworn I was playing a different game, maybe. Anyways, Duff Truck. I'm actually going to get this strap this time. No, I'm not,
Nope.
because I got trolled by the vehicle.
Good luck with this backup, because I can't do this in open wheel.
C'est trop cool pour l'école.
We got 2 out.
Yeah, I can't do that backup in open wheel, or at least I struggle to, because it slides under the middle. Like it's too high, and the open wheel just like slides underneath, and you can't hit it.
The open wheel does what it wants. It just does.
No, but what I mean is, if you hit the duff truck or like side on between the wheels, it slides underneath the body, and you don't get counted for hitting it.
I'm about to get hit and run,
Simpson.
I think. So I'm gonna do something wacky.
Balade de ma vie.
Oh wait, no. I can't remember I can't remember the phone booth, so I'm not gonna do it actually. Oh wait, this part's destroyed already, so I can just go through it. I'm gonna go through here. Through the crusty glass. Destroy nothing because there's no wasp there. Mission Termini. We have
Tu
the
me croiras
the laser gun that we're going to show to Principal Skinner for some reason.
I can't believe I have a working laser gun and I'm using it for good. I am such a sellout.
Pas trop demander, j'ai vraiment besoin d'une
It's Globex time, the best vehicle in the game, and
Hey,
I will argue that.
It's one of the it is one of the better all-rounders.
mangeur d'asphalte. C'est nul ce système de
It's we also using the Globex because it's needed for the next
Yeah,
mission.
it's required to start the next mission.
But we're not going to change our vehicle. We're not going to change back to the open wheel because
Because I assume it's not you don't save enough time from walking to the phone booth.
also because the Globex is quite speedy anyway.
Ouais. En avant pour la fête.
Also, that was
Maintenant, allons montrer la
a
preuve à
pretty
Krusty.
good
Avec
6.5.
ça, je frierai son derrière.
Hello, Krusty.
Hey, Krusty. Mon nom est Simpson. Bart
Simpson. We destroy all the laser gun stands, and this is a mission I'm assuming a lot of people here struggled with as well. I know I did, but when you get down to it, it's fine. I want to say. I mean, there is one person from the Shah Taskmaster series who was assigned to.
Oh, do it without getting hit and run.
Yeah,
Oh my god, that was incredible. In a single attempt as well, that was insane.
shout out to Vertic, by the way.
Yeah. Ridiculous.
The bonus game world record holder. He absolutely deserved his win for Shah Taskmaster Season 2. And also regarding Shah Taskmaster, Seasoner and I are part of the crew. Hello, we're part of Sam's.
Yeah, for anyone familiar with the actual show, we are the Alex Horns.
I'm the Falky Boyle. Was in the show, even except Frankie Boyle is not part of the show as a writer. It was a contestant.
Yeah, wait. But the thing is, if we're both Alex Horn, who's Tim Key?
Tyler? No,
Well,
Not Tyler.
actually, in theory, it's all of us, isn't it?
it's all of us. We're all Tim Keys.
Yeah, because we were on it, and now we're part of the backstage setup. So we aren't the Alex Horns at all. We're all the Tim Keys.
bonne conduite.
It was all a lie.
I'm going to kick Krusty to the curb, and we're going to do the last mission in Part 2 before we move on to whichever the next one is.
Hey, Bart.
I think it's like Itoma 1.
It's 1-4 next after this.
Oh boy.
Do you take the Beyonce method? No, is the answer to that question.
I do not do the Beyonce method.
Do you understand what I mean when I ask you that question?
To the left, to the left.
Thank you.
Oh goodness, the bowling arm.
I should have more faith, but whenever I attempt to make references, I always assume that no one else understands what I'm talking about.
I get most of them.
Which probably says quite a lot about you.
Yes.
And I don't mean that as a compliment.
No one ever compliments me. That's fine. That's why I have the clown car unlocked, specifically for this category. 2, 3.
Oh, God.
That's the second cutscene skip I failed.
Yep, 0 for 2.
And oh yes,
1-4.
1-4. Blind Big Brother. I'm gonna try something real quick. I want to show something off.
You can try and go backwards.
I am gonna try and go backwards. Because I feel like going backwards. Also because there's a pretty cool thing I want to show off at a marathon. This one specifically. It is faster to go backwards, and for some reason, normally you do go backwards when you're doing hundo or 99% because there's a card up there you need to get.
Which is the carbon rod that you mentioned earlier.
Yep. However, if you do this, you just make it over to the other side. You don't look at the ground because it doesn't exist. Actually, it's kind of like a oh, how do I explain it? The Simpsons hit and run has Looney Tunes physics. If you don't look at the ground, you don't fall down. Kind of like Wile E. Coyote or something.
If it's not on screen, it's not there, and in this case, that includes
the floor.
just the pit. Like if the pit is not on screen, you can just walk.
14 to the right.
Yes.
Yes, Homer. I'm sure.
I understand you completely.
Yeah. So we're in Homer 1, the tutorial level of the game, but we're just gonna speed through it with the open wheel, because that's what we do. There will be a moment where we switch briefly to the not the Mr. Burns demo. That's not until part 1. We switch to the hearse for 1.
Oh, you don't do 1-4 in MBL.
I used to do 1-3 in MBL,
1-3, sorry.
but I don't do it in that anymore because I do it in the hearse. I think the hearse is just better for that mission specifically. Also, the hearse has the speed. We're gonna talk to Flanders, or at least I'm gonna talk to him and then kick him to the curb.
I once fell through that floor. You just that fence you just crashed into. I once fell through it.
There we go. I just wanted to do that. I believe you, honestly. Simpsons Hit and Run is a very well put together game. And I say that with utmost sarcasm. I imagine getting a hit and run in Homer 1. I would imagine being me. And that's definitely not going to help.
Yeah, so imagine like the modern games that are released in a really buggy state, but then imagine that the game is legitimately fun rather than modern games which are a bit dull, and that it was never patched, and that's kind of what you've ended up what this game is. It's really fun.
It's a fun
but
mess.
it's very obviously rushed and unfinished.
The Simpsons Hit and Run is a fun mess. Oh, yeah, I got 40 minutes on the timer. Yes, Homer. Hello. And there's Flanders again. I'm not going to park near him because if I do, the race car will disappear. But I can still kick him in the head. That's the last time we'll be seeing Flanders in this run.
Wait, it doesn't spell it in French. Then what's the point of the joke? Why keep the joke?
Gnail. He doesn't spell it.
Because it's 6 letters. I know why, but it's if you're not going to do the joke properly, don't do the joke.
Yeah. It's a very genial joke that wasn't exactly genial in execution. And then he pushed was a success. Oh,
10-3.
10 and 3. First time. We're going to the Quickie Mart to destroy Smithers' car because we don't want Smithers to find our scorpion farm that we left in the power plant before coming back home to give Lisa her science project. Alright. Not Mr. Burns, Mr. Smithers. You know what? This is fine. I'm definitely not doing this properly. But I don't care. It's working. It works.
1-6, then 1-5.
In the words of Todd Howard, it just works. Oh yeah.
Oh my God. More French Marge.
I love French Marge. Have you ever heard French Marge scream?
Probably, but I've seen. I wouldn't be surprised if I've heard it and then tried to block it out. Tried to forget ever hearing it.
March said sussy again. This is definitely not the way to do this mission. You have to let the...
Yeah, you don't want to block it off because you're sort of both going in the same direction. But the way that it is going is where you also want to end up.
Yeah, true. And I'm very good at video games. And it didn't even matter anyway because I missed the shortcut. Its drops are so stupid though, because you can hit it from behind and it'll be like 5 miles away. Alright, let's actually try to... Yeah, I'm just listening to Marge. Oh, no scream. And... 1-5. Have the hearse for this mission. Some people use the family sedan and that's absolutely fine because the family sedans...
Because this is another follow mission.
Yep. And you know what that means? Prozac?
I am so glad you've mentioned it. Yes, we have a donation here from WonderTaz, $20. And I want you to listen very carefully to what they have to say. First of all, j'adore the nightmare fuel that is French Marge. I think we should start an incentive for you to run this in a Marge cosplay for future. GL, clap.
J'adore, j'adore.
We'll get back to you on that one. Back to the run.
I was absolutely blown away. Alright. If hit and run ever gets accepted again...
Which after this I highly doubt.
Because, let's see, what categories have been done at UKSG? We've had ASM by Viper, we've had all tasks, no mission warps, and this by myself. What's left? There is 99% NLR, there's Hundo, there's bonus game, and there's any percent.
And then there's all, and yeah, I mean, you've also got stuff like the mods and rewards rando and stuff like that.
There's also cheat percent, that's a pretty good one. We'll have to get back to you on that. Don't get stuck. Oh, actually, I kind of need the open wheel again. Yeah, block my way, please.
14.
14. Yeah, I was totally paying attention to the game, and not distracted by the fact that that I could potentially be running this in a Marge cosplay. I'll have to dye my hair blue again.
Again?
Yeah. I've done it twice. I bought purple hair dye for nothing, only to not use it. Oh well, okay, this is the absolute end of Homer 1. I'll be moving on to Bart 1 after this mission. Oh yeah, by the way, we could just reset through that door and like it's nothing. Just thought I'd say that.
Yeah, they put the door there so that you can't do what we just did. So you can't just drive the short way. You're supposed to go a long way around. But what they forgot to, well, what they probably didn't realize is that by resetting, if you're in a car that's long, that has enough space between the end in either direction and where Homer sits, that end of the car clips into the wall and you can just drive through.
Right to 8.
And for most cars, that ends up being that the space is behind Homer, so you have to reverse into the door.
Sometimes you can do it on the reverse on the side for some cars, and sometimes you can just reset the car when it's facing forward. It just works, in the words of Todd Howard. Yeah, also Skinner's voice is pretty bad in this as well. Oh, turn right, please. Oh yes, one thing that's interesting about this, Skinner can absolutely book it, even if you're in the open wheel. And I was getting spun out by absolutely everything under the sun for some reason. And my open wheel despawned anyway, even though I parked far enough away from Jimbo. Jimbo.
That's Kearney.
I know. I know. Jimbo was the other one.
Oh yeah.
This is Kearney.
I'm really paying attention. I promise.
My brain is fried as well. Don't worry. Except I'm fried in terms of how this game is working.
Or not working in the majority of cases.
Yep. Oop. I'm just getting distracted by the small bumps in the road that's making the cars fly. Alright, there's Otto. We give him a good kicking, and we probably shouldn't be doing that. That's alright, Mo. All we need is... Yes, Mo, he can't sell booze to a miner, but he's happy to sell fireworks and goat blood for some reason.
I can't sell booze to a miner. It ain't right.
How
How about fireworks? Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, Mo has standards. Oh,
This is NG plus white, but what? Priorities.
fun. I like making stuff explode.
So in your case, you do like them go bang.
Yes. Sports cargo. When I'm approaching, please get out of the way. Cars. Go through here. Pick up the fireworks from Ralph. And we're just going to lose Wiggum in less than a... I was fighting the camera for some reason. In less than a second. If that taxi doesn't get in the way. I always hate those living things.
Move, blank. Get out the way.
Vox Techie is the name of this mission. And after this is monkeys, right?
Oh yeah.
Ah yes. Ape Escape 3 flashbacks. For those who were there, for UKSG Red 2023. Maybe one day I'll be running Ape Escape 3 here again. And I'm absolutely hitting everything under the sun again. Even though I shouldn't be.
Please don't fail.
I'm not going to fail. I'm not going to buy the Mr. In my splits, I have this mission just called Mr. Plow. And it was not me who named it that. And...
You go 3, and then you go
3.
8 afterwards, which is probably after you still.
Yeah. 3 for the Mr. Plow. And then once I've talked to Dr. Nick, it's right again to get the open wheel back.
Yep.
Salut, Dr. Nick.
Bonjour tout le monde.
I just wanted to hear that.
Moi, ça me va.
Let's get this. The voiture de course. This mission's song is also a banger, so get up and dance, even though it's like 4:18 in the morning. Show me your moves. Brozak, anything you'd like to read out?
I'm too busy vibing, man.
You can vibe well.
I suppose. Yeah.
I'm also vibing.
Oh my, the conga line is coming. Okay, right. This conga line is here in support of Crisis, a charity supporting people out of homelessness for good. They achieve this through education, training, and support with housing, employment, and health. 90% of your donations, they go
fine.
around the room. 90% of your donations will go towards supporting Crisis, and 10% will go towards UKSG's future events, so we can do more of these wonderful things. Here's more about what they do in their own words if we've time.
Have we got time for that? Oh, because it's
Yeah.
sellouts next, so it should be alright.
Yeah, yeah, we got time.
All right, in which case, let me tell
Oh, no,
you
isn't it? It's,
about.
it's Barn Freak next, which is even better.
Yeah,
Yeah, we got time.
Yeah, loads.
fair enough. In which case, let me tell you about their research, impact, and practice. Quote unquote, we conduct research to understand and highlight the scale, causes, and consequences of homelessness, and to provide an evidence base for our work. This includes monitoring the state of homelessness across the nation. This is done alongside our best practice team, which shares examples of what good looks like and offers resources and grant programs to practitioners in the homelessness sectors. Thank you very much to them. Thank you very much to the absolutely fantastic generosity we have had throughout this run. I'm so happy to see it, even at this late hour. And thank you to the runners. Take it back.
Bye, Ralph.
Ralph's having a time.
He's a little birdie. And let's see if we can get Dirt Jump. And shout out to Plug Socket XXL. You wait for the. He made a little. So, for the dirt jump, you have to wait for the van to pass the tree and then go. It won't get away if you go fast though. If there's traffic, then you just spawn it, slam into the, wrap around the corner, slam into the van, hit. That's the one. That's the tech for dirt jump. And the only times I've ever failed it now is due to the van trolling me. And now we're going to talk to Wiggum because the radio's been stolen and we kind of need it. Even though we have a blender, we have the satellite dish. I think that's everything really.
Well, at this point in the normal story, we actually wouldn't have either of them.
Yeah, we have. Alright, that piece of van's having a time.
But I was going to say befuddled, but that's not quite the word I want. We've overlapped the timelines.
Simpsons says the Simpsons timeline is confusing anyway, so nothing makes sense. The party march, nothing ever has to make sense. Alright, can I actually get the blender from here? No. It wasn't a blender, it's a radio. Already have the radio. We have the radio now. Oh yeah, it's sellouts now. 2 to the right for the Mr. Burns demo. Who's ready for French Smithers? He has a great voice. Yeah, he reminds me a little. He reminds me a bit of a. He reminds me of Dr. Tamuki from Ape Escape 3. Very smooth voice, smooth like butter.
Despite the fact this is French, he sounds like one of those. Like one of those like Italian models. When they just have that like sultry voice. Well, not sultry. You know, when they kind of talk low and they kind of talk. When they're meant to be. To deliberately talk slowly and all that kind of stuff, which I don't typically associate with the French.
The traffic. I don't know what this sellout's car is doing, but it's having a time. Oi!
This is one of the sellouts of all time.
His pathing's broken. Get him. Oh yeah, that's a good slam into that sellout's car. And I don't know what is going on here. Oi! There we go. Now we don't actually have to worry about getting a cutscene skip here because the next one is 3-1 anyway. I think it's faster to just not go for it, I think. I mean, I don't know if it is faster to not go for it, but it's pointless to go for the cutscene skip anyway, so I'm going to intentionally fail it.
It's probably faster to do the cutscene skip because you're mashed. Because otherwise you're going into one menu, whereas this you got to sit there, you got to mash through the cutscene, you got to mash through the save dialogue.
Yeah, I probably would. Yeah, I think I would spend ages on the cutscene skip anyway. So
Yeah, I think it's only faster. I wouldn't be surprised if it's only faster if you get it on the first attempt. After that, it becomes not fun.
Faut que je trouve
back in
la
Lisa.
Simpson au rapport.
And I don't know if anyone's noticed this, but the comic book guy's car tilts slightly to the left. Just thought I'd point that out on his side.
Was he a chunky boy?
He's a big lad. How did I not get flung? Oh. We just beat the nerd car in a second race. We pick up a very rare and controversial issue of the Itchy and Scratchy comics. I don't know what's so controversial about it though. I wouldn't know.
J'espère que c'est recyclé.
I wouldn't know.
I'm not. Well, I know that you're trying to goad me into it, and I therefore know that you're trying. You're telling me porkies.
All right. I heard they finally kissed in that one, but you didn't hear it from me.
You certainly didn't hear it from me either.
No, I got it from the internet.
Encore plus simple que la
I heard it on Twitter. Just joking, I don't have Twitter.
No one does anymore.
Milou.
What was happening? Wait, hold on. Hold on. That's what I thought.
Vous pouvez m'emmener.
Wait a minute. Dogs don't speak English. That's what I thought.
Doué pour la vitesse. Milou.
Milous?
Oh, douce vitesse.
Yes, traffic, I agree. Stop pushing me around, please. Go to the planet Hype to find Bart because he's missing. Oh yeah, the main story for this level is that Bart is missing. Mario is missing.
Encore plus simple que la trigonométrie. Ça me rappelle quand
Let's see what
j'étais
Milhouse's
gamine.
voice is like.
Oh, salut Lisa.
Alright, I've had enough of that.
Yeah, I'd heard enough. 2 syllables in.
I heard enough after Salute. And we go through the shortcuts because it's fast to do that. Not the studio one, this one. I would have sent that kid flying if I wanted to. I'm gonna kick Milhouse off the ledge.
It's what he deserves.
Wow, tes cheveux sont vachement.
Shush.
Je suis
Bye.
un
3-6.
Milhouse is dead.
Le chef Wiggum nous anime le 8
I
heures,
heard
cette
that.
horloge va passer. Il est temps de passer à l'action.
Alright.
Raison d'un beau poisson dans un
This is
joli
the freedom
foyer.
mission. I used to struggle on this mission because I was using the school bus for it, admittedly. That's my fault.
Il y a plein de choses à vivre ici.
You are encouraged to jam out to this one.
Il ne serait plus jamais frit ni servi avec de la sauce tartare. La prochaine
It's a
fois,
pretty good
fais
song.
attention, retournez à la
Huh? Okay. One thing I think you've learned quickly about this game is that
It's the weekend of the Monaco Grand Prix, and Falco doing their own little tribute to Jensen Button and Pascal Wehrlein there.
yeah, it's pretty much. Yes, there's a fish there. Another fish by the observatory. We grab that one. Another one here. We say hi to that fish van. And we missed that one. Oh no, actually I don't think I should be missing that one. Whatever should I do? I know. I'll wrap around. When every traffic car stops getting in my way, reset the car and spawn on top of it.
Free fall. Oh, it's
Free
11.
fall.
To the
11
left.
to the left.
Faut qu'on m'emmène quelque
And, oh yes, Operation Hellfish.
Grand-père,
And then I changed car
on va y
immediately.
arriver.
Ah yes, left 4, I see it.
Lisa Simpson au rapport. Tu peux déposer une sœur quelque part?
I don't know how that didn't fail. Sometimes that does for some reason.
I thought, for some reason I thought that was a 100% fail. Obviously not.
I think sometimes it does and sometimes it doesn't, depending on what day the Simpsons hit and run wakes up on whatever side of the bed. Anyway, this mission's pretty fast to do in Mr. Burns' limo, which is why we're doing it. Also, Mr. Burns' limo can pretty much make any vehicle like one hit from death. So you can pretty much two-shot any car with this beast. And we'll be using it again for the next mission as well, which is one where we do find Bart.
Oh, you don't do the phone booth thing?
Oh no, that I did it once on when I did a run on 150, but I never finished that run because the game crashed in 7.5, and guess what category that was?
Hundo?
99% no level returns.
That's close enough.
Right, and one last chase sedan to destroy. Okay,
Why not?
bye bye.
Qu'est-ce qui se passe dans cette ville?
And
Croisette.
Coucou.
yeah, yes, sea captain. All right, limo. He's taking a pedestrian with him.
Qu'est-ce qui s'est passé? Oui.
Oh yes, my PB actually gets him into the tattoo parlor. For some reason. Oh, bye.
Doué pour la vitesse.
It's the little things like that.
It's it looks odd, but it's because this game. I don't know if it's not. I don't think it shares anything with the GTA engine, but it is obviously functionally a game based on the GTA idea. But in this game, there's a very hard-coded thing where cars do not go upside down. So the game tries to prevent that at all costs.
The swing sets in GTA 4 share the same physics engine as pretty much everything in this game. Someone will get that joke. Because the swing sets send the car flying.
You can do that in this game with a lamppost.
Oh, that's true. Oh yes, we are 3 missions away from the end.
6 to the. Is that before or is that now or is that later? The next. This is it. That's a fake. Oh my! That's a fake bust, by the way.
Trouve-moi une caisse, mec, et vite.
D'accord.
Shh. You didn't see anything.
Je ferai de mon mieux.
I just wanted an excuse to show that off. That was funny.
Yes, if you get busted by the police, regular police, when you have hit and run, you lose 50 coins. But in missions that Wiggum appears in, if he runs you over, the thing comes up, but you don't lose money. I once almost failed 4-7 because of that. Because he got into the little the stairs up to the house, into the Simpsons house.
Somehow.
And yeah, and he ran me over, it just ran me down over and over, so Marge couldn't get up, and I therefore couldn't get in the door.
Regarde où tu vas. J'ai un planning serré.
Yay, we got the donut fire that I failed every time I did this in NG Plus for some reason. 3, 4,
C'est étrangement
5, 6, I am counting. 9, 10, I want to say. Nope, that was 9.
Falco can't count, confirmed.
Yeah, no one heard a thing. Alright, we are 2 missions away from finishing, so...
Ah, je crois que j'ai senti
Waste truck!
quelque chose craquer. C'est une erreur.
So, Brozac, if there are any final words while we do Cola Wars?
Absolutely, I can do so. Yes, let me tell people about what bids and incentives are still open. You see, we've got the option in Save or Kill the Animals in Super Metroid. Did I just say that's in twice? Anyway, you know what I mean. Save or Kill the Animals. Currently, it is a absolute stomping lead. $205 faces $135 in favor of saving the animals. So if you're a fan of frame saving instead, then you know what you must do. And the time is quickly coming upon us. Meanwhile, in... Sorry, got a jab. It's a good song. Meanwhile, in Grand Theft Auto 3, there is the upgrade to Titan Device incentive. That is $375 out of 1,000. It's going to be difficult, but you know what, chat? After what you've shown me during this run, I believe in you. I believe in all of us because we've got that given heart. Anyway, let's listen to this music for a moment, but I'll let you take it away.
You can form a conga line again if you wish. We have like...
There's another like 30 seconds of this.
Look, 4:36 in the morning is never too late for a conga line. It's always
conga time somewhere.
It's always conga time. Yeah, it's always conga time in someone's time zone. Why not join us? There we go. There's one. There's one forming. Hi, Paul Lister.
Je parie qu'à vous, c'est qui vend le cola. C'est pas...
Yeah, especially because we have. This is the last mission. But don't worry, this is like what? This is a good 3 minutes.
Yeah, we have 3 minutes left of this run. This is the absolute last story mission we're doing, and for some reason,
Ça ne devrait pas autant te plaire.
you know what? Let's do this. It's funny. I don't even know what I'm doing, but this is funny.
No, because it's not going to drive down the fire truck. It's just going to try and go back on its regular path.
Reste fidèle au plan.
Personne à part Monsieur Burns n'a le droit de m'écraser.
Is he actually stuck?
Une chance que la justice soit aveugle.
Oh my god, I think I did the...
No, you've just made it unstuck now.
Pousse-le très fort.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
No, we had a DJ Khaled moment.
Faut que je devienne une vraie folle du volant.
I just want an excuse to hear more Marge voice lines.
Mince, j'ai renversé mon lait. Oh, mince.
Also, I want to give a quick shout out to Viper,
Société d'embouteillage distributeur de cola.
who
Je vous saurai.
made me realise that this is not based off of a Tom Jones song. This is actually based off of a song by Barry White. Hello, garbage truck. It was just having a time. That's a joke from like last year. No one has to get it. No one has to find that funny. Sometimes you make jokes for you.
And that's okay.
Sans, fais attention.
Vous pouvez pas faire attention. Un de temps pour la prudence.
L'avocat de mon
I haven't heard Marge scream yet.
J'ai un
I'm
peu
very
de
disappointed in this run.
Les huissiers ne vont pas aimer ça.
Yes, Marge.
C'était ta faute.
Vous pouvez pas faire attention.
It's doing a bit of a donkey kick, that Cola truck
Envoie
is.
la facture à mon avocat pour qu'il la détruise.
Yes, Mr. Smithers.
Pourvu que je puisse l'annuler.
Monsieur Smithers.
Regarde où tu vas.
That wasn't a canyon. This isn't a Canyonero, Marge. This is a Mr. Burns limo. I don't know why I thought that was going to work.
Fou, fou, fou. C'est étrangement hilarant.
Je devrais faire plus attention.
Stop hitting nothing and go, please.
Hey, je viens juste de teindre mes cheveux.
Now then, Cola truck number 3, where we're no longer listening to Barry White, but we're listening to this.
Ah, je crois que j'ai senti.
A fitting end to a New Game Plus run, I would say.
Pousse-le très fort.
And we actually got
Because
the
this
strat
is new
time.
game. Because I don't know the timing for 4-7. When's time coming up?
Time is coming up.
Like, is it when the mission complete comes on?
It's not when the mission complete comes up, it's when we...
Fais attention.
Autant pour
see the do you want to save option or
Right,
something like that.
Wee-woo.
Because that's when the auto splitter stops. Because that's when the auto splitter stops for
But it would traditionally stop for 4-7, yeah.
yeah. When it splits. That's what I was looking for. I kept thinking that it stop, but it doesn't stop. The auto splitter will continue.
Athlete.
Alright, time's coming up, and there's so many cop cars on the road. Alright. Jesus. And there we go. So, Simpsons Hit and Run. All story missions, new game plus. What a bad category this is.
It's a category that exists, and some people play it sometimes.
And I don't have to play it anymore. Yay. until it gets accepted for another marathon.
And he dresses Marge.
Blue hair and all.
indeed.
Wait, which costume are we going to go with? Regular, classy, police, or inmate?
I think I'll go with regular.
All right, thank you very much to Falco and to Seasoner. You have brought us much joy over this last hour. We'll be back with hopefully a bit more as we encourage Tombo to come and show us Jak and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy. Coming up in just a few short moments. Don't go anywhere.